Welcome to Inspiration Mind Mapping System demonstration for EPSI Yukon 5199 Assistive Technology in Post-Secondary Disability Services. Inspiration software is a graphic organization software that helps you brainstorm, research, and sequence ideas clearly to utilize information on how topics and text are related to each other. Because it incorporates visual representations of concepts, it allows you to recall and relate information to the topic more easily, i.e., you can see it in your mind. Inspiration, if you visit inspiration.com, has 4 types of views or environments. There's diagram, map, outline, and presentation manager. Each view has its benefits, and I will be providing a short overview on how the latest version, Inspiration version 9, how to work the system, as well as discussing ways in which Inspiration may work for you. After downloading Inspiration software for the free version for 30 days, you can go ahead and play. Open up and install your software, and you'll notice you'll end up with 6 icons: diagram, outline, map, open, which will allow you to open existing files, templates, which will allow you to open a plethora of pre-made maps that can help you organize your information and research, or you can create your own. They also have a fantastic Learn to Use section which provides PDFs on how to really go into all of the details on how to work the system. In this case, I'm going to go into Open, where I've created a diagram option. Oops, not that one. This is called How to Use Inspiration version 9. As you can see, I have quite a bit of information in why graphic organizers work. We can see it in our mind to create the image clearly. We use our visual memory, and it's all about creating a multisensory relationship to the information. If I scroll over, how to get started, how to open outline, downloading and installing, and using a couple of the editing tools. Let me minimize this one so we can start from scratch. When you open up a new diagram option, it will provide you with your thought bubble, main idea. It'll also give you a variety of editing tools here, as well as down on the left-hand side of the screen. But let's get started. We're going to click into the main idea. Double-clicking will allow you to change the text. We'll call this demonstration. Now, if we click on rapid fire, what that's going to allow us to do Before you do anything else, though, you really want to save your inspiration first. Saving at the beginning of a file is a good habit to get into so you don't end up with the random files floating around in your system. So we'll go to Save As, and we'll call it Inspiration Demo 2 in this case. And make sure you put it where you want it. My CourseCast demo, and it's in the Inspiration 9 document format. Back to the bubble. By clicking on the rapid fire icon down here on the left that looks like a little lightning bolt, it will allow you to quickly build a map of your topics by entering, and typing it will automatically create new working bubbles for you. If you notice, there's a little red lightning bolt that just appeared. Now you'll be on your way. So we can create perhaps information on why graphic organizers work. And if you wait a second, it created a new bubble. Now will be editing tools and perhaps ways to use. Now, if you want to add different ideas, perhaps on editing tools, again, we can select that bubble go to rapid fire and we'll say font and format, style of graphic organizer, and images. But say you don't like the web. Maybe it's not organized enough for you. You can select a different arrangement by clicking on Arrange. This will bring up a couple of different options. You have Tree, which is set up like a family tree, the Web, which we currently have, or Split Tree. You can also auto-arrange it on how the symbols are linked, and you have more options down here. But I like the tree option, perhaps, because I like a more linear fashion. So let me press OK, and boom, it changes it to that. Now, if I press the outline, which is your Roman numeral for 1 and the capital A, it will bring up an alternative view of the outline view. And by selecting your topic or subtopic, it will open up a new line of outlining issues. So maybe perhaps we want it in the topic, it's going to be inspiration software, and then the subtopic was version 9. Now if I go back to my diagram, it will have that automatically put in, it will add it automatically into that web. If you click on the note icon down here, this will allow you to leave yourself a little post-it note, perhaps something you want to add later but don't have the information. It can be retrieved by clicking on the tiny note icon in the corner of the bubble that you had created it. So I'm just going to write post-it for now. Close it out, and it added, as you can see, the little note button. You can also insert sound clips by going to your main source bar and selecting the Tool tab. So heading up here, making sure that you're selected and working in Inspiration 9, go over to Tools, insert sound, and you can either record a sound, upload a sound file, or even a video. The editing tools provide you with basic font formats, line formatting, and drawing. You can X out ideas. I don't like this one. I need to X that one out. I don't want that editing tool. Let's X it out. Of course, maybe I do need it. So you just select on it again. You can insert hyperlinks for research that you can go back later. Down here. Maybe I'll put in inspiration.com so that I remember the website. I can go directly to inspiration.com and it'll pull it up. You can even use a word guide that will give you a definition, pronunciation, and more. So perhaps you weren't sure on a word. We needed, let's look up photosynthesis. We can look up. It's going to give us the pronunciation of different sound as well as how it is said.
Photosynthesis.
It'll give you the definition, and if there were synonyms, you could have it, which would come in very handy during research papers. When you're done creating your graphically organized idea web, make sure to save your inspiration again. I always save. And then select the transfer option. When you select transfer, you can decide how it's going to be exported to a Word document. You can include the diagram, topics, hidden prefixes, notes, anything you have, and press OK. What that's going to do is create a document that maybe you can take notes on later on if you were not going to be at a computer, or something that you wanted to take with you, something tangible to work on um, with a team. Now, there are a ton of tools available on Inspiration version 9, and this is only an overview of the starting point of how to use the program. For further details, you can visit http://www.inspiration.com/training/individual. Here, let me put that in for you, a little hyperlink. Training/individual. And what that's going to do is bring you to Inspiration Software's full gallery of videos and PDFs on how to use their software. It'll immerse you in this graphic organizational software so you can hopefully enjoy it. Now, I hope you enjoyed this brief tutorial. Inspiration 9, as well as many other products from Inspiration, are available for download for free 30-day trial versions, as well as purchase for home, school, and work. Downloading a free trial is a great opportunity to see if this software will work for you. Thank you and have a great day.